Hello, Yatris. Imagine this. It is your first day as a DevOps intern, and your manager says we have to deploy the XYZ application and you have to deploy it on the EC2 instance. So launch an EC2 instance and just do it within the 5 minutes. It will just take the 5 minutes. And you are like, huh? EC2? Is it a robot or a command? How to deploy it? Don't worry, I have been there. So in this video, we will start with the AWS first core services, which is the none of the AWS EC2 service, which is a computing service. You will learn the what is EC2 is, why and where we are using it, and how to launch your own EC2 server to deploy your live application using the Apache. We will also cover the key concepts like the instance type, the AMIs, the cores, then the key pairs, life cycles, and also the elastic IP with the best practices all in one. Okay, so subscribe now if you are a fresher or switching your job, because I am here to simplifying the toughest topic every week on the Yatri Cloud. So let's start. EC2 stands for the Elastic Compute Cloud. Sounds fancy, right? But see, let me break it down. So think of EC2 as a laptop or PC that Amazon gives you on rent. So this laptop, which is on the cloud, available for the 24/7, and you can install everything like Linux, the Windows, databases, website. You can also deploy your website. So that's all about the EC2. EC2 is just a virtual machine in the cloud. Okay, so let me give you some of the real world use cases of this EC2 instance. So you can host your web applications like Node.js, Java, Django, etc. Then you can deploying your Docker containers over this EC2 server. Then you can also run the CI/CD jobs on the Jenkins, which is on also in the EC2 instance. Then also what you can do, you can host your MySQL Postgres databases. You can auto scale based on the user traffic on the EC2 instance. So if you want to really break into the cloud, understanding the EC2 is your step number 0. So let's start with this EC2. So we know what is EC2, why and where we are using it. Now let's launch this EC2 instance and just do it. So this is our AWS console. Here we just need to search the EC2. Here we go. EC2, and yeah, so EC2, as we said, like EC2, it stands for the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which can create, manage, and monitor the virtual server over the cloud. Okay, so let's create this instance. So go to this instance, then here, launch instance, and then now, whatever the name you want to give it to the instance. So I'll give it Yatri Cloud. Yatri Cloud -VM. Then you need to select the AMI, which is Amazon Machine Image. AMI, what is this AMI? Let me tell you. So AMI is nothing but which type of operating system you want to install at your base. For example, you have your laptop, but laptop has a Windows laptop or Ubuntu or CentOS, whatever. So that AMI that you need to choose here. For example, you need Linux. So there is a Amazon Linux, there is a Ubuntu also. If you want Windows, there is a Windows option also. So we want Ubuntu. So that's why we choose the Ubuntu. Okay. There are a lot of AMIs. You can browse it from here. Browse the more AMIs. Then we'll search the Amazon Machine Image. Okay. So this image we selected. It's also under the free tier. Then what we need to check? We need to check the instance type. Okay. So see, EC2, we call it as a EC2 instance, not the EC2 virtual machine. It's a virtual machine, but we just call it as a EC2 instance. So here what we need to do, we have to select the EC2 instance type. So there are multiple type of the EC2 instances. For example, I have to say like there is a T series, there is a C series, T for the test series, C for the compute series. If you want a high RAM series, then there is a R series. There are a lot of series, and inside that series, there are multiple type of the like instances. For example, we check it as a T series. T series is for the testing purpose. So inside the T series, you will get the EC2 instance like T2 micro, then T2 large also, extra large also, then T2 nano, like lot of EC2 instances are there. So based on your requirement, you need to choose like T2.micro that we choose. Okay. So here we can see there is a T2 family, 1V CPU power, 1 GIB memory is there, then on demand. Even they tell you the pricing, like for the Windows based T2.micro, you have 0.017 USD per hour. Everything is there. If you want to check it, you can check it from the compare instance types. Okay, additional information and cost is also there. You can just check and you can modify it. But for the first time when we are doing, what we need to do, we just give the name here in the lower cases, and the best practice is hyphen and VM or RG. It's a resource group you can give. The first thing. Second thing, you need to choose the AMI, like which type of operating system you need that you want to choose. The third thing is the AMI, like we choose the Ubuntu AMI. So inside that Ubuntu AMI, which type of AMI you want? We want the 24th, which is the latest version of Ubuntu server that we choose. You can check it here and you can also change it. Okay. So we just, we don't want to change. So we took it as a default one. Then we choose the instance type. I already told you there are multiple series of instance like T series, C series, R series, lot of series. So based on your requirement, because we are testing, so we need the T series. Inside the T series, we also don't need like high GB RAM, like 8 GB memory. So we just need the free tier eligible, any T2 series instance. So we just choose this one. And now, which is the key pair. Key pair means whenever you want to log in into your EC2 instance, you need something secret, right? Okay, whenever you SSH just a command. By using the SSH, you can log in into your EC2 instance from any laptop and from anywhere. Okay, so you need to create this secret file and keep it very secret. And yeah, so just create this key pair new file. So just click on the create new pair file, and then here we have to select the Yatri key. So this is what I want to give name, Yatri key, and then the RSA, we'll take it as a default. Then we'll take the .pem file, and then, okay, secure and location, or yeah. So here you can see when prompted, store this private key in a secure and accessible location on your computer, because this is very crucial secret key, which if this is exposed to everyone in a public, then they can access your EC2 instance and they can also take control over your AWS account. So let's create this key pair, allow. Yeah, okay. And now we'll take all of these settings as a default. For the network setting, there is a security group. Let me tell you what is a security group. Security group means, for example, you are living in your house and there is a door. Okay. So to enter into your house, you need your key, and that is the secret key, which is this key pair. Okay. But for example, if someone is coming to your house and they just knock your door, and what they will say, like, okay, I'm this person and I want to come, like anything, delivery person also there. So whatever, which person you want to allow into your house, that is what the security group is. For example, there are multiple traffic is there into your website. There's some of the hackers is also there. You want just 22 port number is allowed to your instance. So that you need to check here. Security group is just nothing like, okay, you just want to enable some of the ports, like 22 is for the SSH HTTP port is there, then HTTPS port is there, just allowing that ports. So we'll allow the 22 port for the SSH and then the HTTP, 2 only. Okay. So after this, the configure the storage. So storage will later on we'll check. We'll see the depth, what is the storage is, how we can use it, how we can do everything. Okay. Now we don't need to dive into this advanced details. We just need to launch our instance. So just launch it. So whenever you are doing it for the first time, make it, always take all of the default options, including the free tier. So see, our EC2 instance is created. So let's click on the instance and just refresh it. See, its instance state is pending. So let me tell you one more thing. What is the instance state? So whenever it is running, see, it's running now. We'll refresh it and see here. Let me select it again, instance state. So we can start the instance. Foremost, it is in the pending state. Now it's in the running state. We can stop our instance, we can start our instance, we can reboot our instance, we can hibernate our instance, and at the end, we can terminate. That means we are deleting our instance. Okay. These things we need to do. This is the life cycle of EC2 instance. And the another actions that we can take, you can just see here one by one: networking, then security, instance setting, images, everything that we can do with this actions tab. So now how to connect with this EC2 instance? So we downloaded that secret file. Now how to connect it? Let me go to that secret file. So from here, this is the download folder. Here we can see Yatri key.pam file is there. Let's copy this one. And now we have to put it into the .ssh folder in your user account. Okay. So this is my user account, users, then my name, and then this is the .ssh folder. And here it's already there. I need to remove it first. Okay. Let me remove this too. Okay, now we can put here yatrikey.pam. Now what we need to do, we have to give the permission to connect with our server. So how we can give the permission? So let me go to here, right click, and then new terminal at this folder. So this is our terminal. So let me make it bigger. Now what we need to do, chmod, this is one of the command to give the permission, change the permission. So chmod 400, and then whatever the file name, for example, my file name is yatrikey.pam, and then hit an enter, done. So now how to connect it? So to connect it, what we need to do, we have to go to the VS Code. So this is our VS Code. Here, left side, you need to download the extension for the remote SSH. I already downloaded it. So now I have to click here, then connect to the host, then configure the SSH host, and then this config file. Okay. So here, what we need to do, I just need to copy this one, then paste it here. Okay. Now, after pasting it, what we need to change? Okay. So host name. So let's go to the AWS console, then instance, and here you need to copy this public IPv4 address. So we just copy this one. Now we have to remove this one. We're just changing the host name. Yeah, done. And the user, because we choose the that Ubuntu AMI, so by default username is Ubuntu. You can also change this username. And our file path, so we added the .ssh folder. Inside the .ssh folder, we put the Yatri, not Yatri key.pam file. So you need to give the complete path for your secret file. So everything is done, just host name, then the user, and the whatever the file path. Okay, done. Then save this file, config file. Now again, just go to this remote connections, then connect to the host. Then this is the new IP, 43.205.232.51. Click on here. And now it will ask you, are you sure you want to continue? Yeah, I want to connect with that EC2 instance. So continue. So it will take some time downloading the VS Code, then enabling the port, and then it will connect directly. So here we'll type the sudo apt update. So it will update our EC2 instance. Now what we need to do, after doing this, we need to install the Apache server. So now how to install the Apache server? So for that, do the sudo apt install apache 2-y. so that we don't need to do yes. It will automatically do the yes. So it's installing the Apache 2 server. Now it's done. Now we need to give the firewall permission to allow the Apache. Sudo ufw allow Apache, or we can just do like this, Apache, and done. Okay, rule is updated. Now we need to check the status. Sudo system ctl status Apache 2. So Apache 2 is a service. We need to check the status whether it is running or not. Okay, there is a typo. Sudo systemctl. Okay, now here we can see Apache is active and running. So now Control C. What we need to do? We have to deploy our first website like hello world, like this. Okay, so how we can do? We just need to modify the index.html. So how we can do? By the echo and the h1 tag. Next is hello from EC2. Okay, hello from EC2. Then again we'll close the h1 tag and then double invited. After this we'll write it like this, and then we have to write one file where www.html. This is the file path of index.html. Then hit and enter. Okay, there is we need permission, so we'll use the sudo here. Still permission denied. So what we'll do? So we'll use the t command. So how we will use it? What we'll do? So what we'll do? We add the sudo t command here. So permission denied will not occur now. Then enter. Then now what we can do? We just need to check our application whether it's deployed or not. So for that, we need to copy this IP address 172. So we'll see on the Safari. Then the next one, then the HTTP, and whatever our IPs 172.203, 172.203. Then 146.151, 146 and 151. Hit and enter. Okay, it's not on HTTPS, it's on HTTP. Here you can see we deployed our first application by the Apache server. Here in the public IP, we can see Apache default web page. Congratulations, we deployed our first application in the EC2 instance. So for this kind of video, subscribe to the Yatri Cloud and ping me on LinkedIn.